Hey guys, and welcome back to my triple the Rome achievement run. So serious when trying to get this achievement, as Russia be emperor of HRE and China at the same time. Apologies for a week of a break of publishing the second part, but the whole last week I was in Tuscany vacations. You can see some pictures here. Let me know how many of these cities you can recognize. And I've been playtesting a secret new grand strategy game, which I might publish a video on soon, so we'll see. It's really good and completely new game. But yeah, coming back to this series, you see in part 1, I started as Oirat. Got myself up to the Catholic lands, as well as Mascoid lands, with a few goals. First of all, we made Catholic a dominant faith in our country. You see, by development has the most. 28% development is Catholic, a bit less of Sunni. We need to switch to Catholic now through rebels, so we'll be planning to do that. We need to switch our culture to Mascoid to be able to form Russia a bit later. And obviously at the very end of the last episode, I took the mandate of heaven, so I'm Emperor of China already, and I have a CB to get all of this as my course. But before I start conquering all of this, I need to flip Catholic, because otherwise Confucian will be quickly my dominant religion. Sponsor of this video and the channel in general is Eneba.com, which is a digital marketplace offering you thousands of keys for games, DLCs, and gift cards. So if you're planning to buy a game, buy Netflix or anything else, and you want to find something possibly cheaper, do check Eneba.com with the link in the video description and pinned comment, especially that every purchase done from that link is supporting the channel. Let's go have some fun in that game. Obviously my economy is terrible, but it is all based on the money that I'm taking in the wars. Including, you see right now, as my last peace deal in the first episode was taking another 1.3 thousand from Ming, and that's what I kept doing in that campaign. That's a very well-known disaster from my Zlewikk run, Empire China in name. To get rid of this loading, I just have to accept 2 cultures that are Chinese, which I'll do easily. I just need Diplo points first. By getting the unrest a bit lower and trying to convert Braslav, you see with 7 unrest, we just switch this to Catholic Zealots. So if we go ahead, we're here, I'll be able to just simply accept their demands. Just gonna fuck up our crown land a bit, but it's still 16. And with this I can just get back to 20. Now we'll see the religion. Yeah, my tolerances are pretty good. But I'm not sure, yeah, they are pretty good, so we don't have to worry that much. But what I'll be aiming to do is to get this monument for religious unity. But anyway, something to do for me now is to start doing with China so we can scale while waiting for the truces in Europe to end. So I can keep expanding in these nations and slowly aiming to... Yeah, this is gonna be keep improving, slowly aiming to see the HRE and start being voted for it. Same for Moscow, we have to attack it, as that's gonna be another big thing to change our main culture. So I will start with attacking, let's see, how about Min? Or even Yue is gonna be a good choice for the Unified China CB. And I can get Changsheng and Yi into that war, and remember, with that CB, every province that we occupy, and let me show you that, let's make sure I have the best general here, every province that I occupy that is in China, with that CB, becomes our core. That's why I told you this is a great tool to scale. Obviously not being Confucian is terrible for meritocracy, but over time, when I get cheaper advisors and start improving them, I'll start getting a bit of meritocracy. So once I accept Sichuanese over here, you'll see that this will start increasing. As you know, the stuff that I'll be conquering right now here in China, this will be my course, but I will not state it yet, because we need to switch our culture to Muscovite first, right? Because later it would require more destating. So for now, yeah, full course, of course, but not yet colored. So to work on that, how about we go ahead and declare war on Muscovite, not force tributary state, maybe that's for later. Obviously the game is trying to enforce Confucian religion on us, but I prefer to lose the stability. It's time to peace at Muscovite. Usually I'm focusing on their main culture. I don't think I want to prolong this much more, but I can get one more province. There we go. I think this might be enough to switch our culture. Obviously not yet, because I need to state more. But we are going to the right direction. Anyway, I'm not slowing down because it's time to declare on Chagatai to get that monument I was mentioning to you. Yeah, I can also click now the peak of Kazakh because I'm missing manpower. And that allows me to give me a choice to release Kazakh as our vassal, or just give me admin mana. Give me admin mana, please. Okay, Mr. Chagatai. Yeah, I don't really have a good claim on them because of the belly, and that's 70,000 troops to fight. But I need this for that monument, because at least level 1 monument is all what I need, because at level 1 is 25% religious unity. And that's just 3 provinces I need to take, so I could technically attack one of their allies instead. Kazan, which would allow me to shorten truce with Muscovite, but I need to core the provinces I took from Muscovite first. With Tech 7 I can unlock second idea group that is surely gonna be religious. Okay, now Muscovite is 34% of our culture. I need to save diplo points to switch. To switch I have to decide some lands back home. Which have some prosperities that definitely hurts. I'm gonna destate this Lithuanian lands. That's already 40%. It's 47, 49. Can just also go ahead and do a bit of this. Now this is 51, so I can cancel Chinese culture. Wait a moment. Promote Muscovite, and I need another 100 to make it our primary culture. If we should start following disaster again, but then I'm gonna cancel Oirat as accepted culture and accept Sichuanese. But while doing that, I can already attack Kazan. Let's go for the capital. If you want to separate piece Muscovite ASAP. And Chagatai for the monument. There we go, Muscovite is our main culture now. I can stop accepting Oirat culture now. And do Sichuanese soon. To see, I've got the decision to form Russia now, for which I'm just missing 2 provinces and obviously the technology. Mr. Chagatai. A bit of border gore, which I'm gonna fix later, but I need that monument. Why Kazan? This is mainly about fixing the borders. Yeah, over time it's gonna be improved. And what's mainly gonna improve now that I switch my religion, I have Emperor of China, I switch my culture, I'm going all into China now to state these provinces and make ourselves powerful again. Let me actually start stating all of this, since we have cores already. Now I've got Nordic frontier loading, and that's because of Jiangsu. We gotta go and deal with them. Conquering a bunch of Chinese provinces in South China. Ooh, our ruler just ascended to the throne, and I can give him legendary Conqueror trait. Which is, yes, a separatism and shock damage. In the meantime, we just hit over 1000 of development. I also use favors to break alliance between Poland and Brandenburg. As I want to keep my alliance with Brandenburg, I will want to tributary state Poland. Let's do with Jiangsu. And I'll go for Unified China Casus Belli. Because it seems like nothing to conquer, right? Just this one province is in China. But when you notice that Qi is their subject, and they also have Chinese provinces here. And at last, the province World Conquest is here. So what I want to take from these guys was 70% war score. It's down to 63 now, and we'll keep decreasing that. It was 70-ish. Oh, that Persia is much bigger than I thought. 30,000 troops. But anyway, I got that monument on level 1, which got our reduced unity to 81%, which makes stability of our country much better now. Here goes another clearance of borders, which also stops disaster from loading. Anyway, it's time to keep clearing the borders, which is gonna get Jiangsu into war, but they are much weaker now. And maybe we'll be able to catch them right away. What a shitty air, like, excuse me? What the fuck? One problem, same as in our UK campaign with conquering these provinces, is devastation, which is dropping our mandate a lot. My first bonus from the Holy See is gonna be for improved relations, because that's also a meritocracy, which we really need to increase. Conquest of the northern China. It gives me raising power again, but we can't even raise anymore. We definitely need forts. As many of them as possible. Let me take 1% loans from them, but keep in mind we need to have 4 loans to not lose mandate. And obviously I can remove these forts a bit later once the devastation thingy is fixed. Now that I've got my army to 50,000 troops, I can get some extra meal points and other military bonuses. Yeah, why fighting for unification of China doesn't mean I cannot fix my borders with Moscow even more. Another terrible error. I'm looking for someone a bit better. Just look at this. This is just pure beauty, these borders. And I just did a terrible mistake because I took 4 provinces just like a few days before occupying them, but it's fine. You know, the last war I'll do here in China is just killing down Miao, Ming, and Shun. And then I'm turning my focus back into Europe. I need to get more merchants and probably focus my trade right now in China. For that, I'll need to create some trade companies. So I'm starting with the provinces that I did not state. Yet another heir to kill. With Conquest of China completed, I've got almost 2,000 of development. And before I reveal myself Europeans to become the Holy Roman Emperor, I'm gonna leverage the fact that they don't see me and then they'll not get AE. And I'll tributary state a few nations, like Poland, which is still a huge war to deal with, but I'm bringing my troops here. Second bonus from the Holy See is gonna be manpower recovery speed. Mr. Great Lord, welcome to the Tributary States family. And from you, I'll definitely go for the admin mana. Yet another absolutely terrible error. One day I'm gonna find someone good. Oh yeah, Mr. Teutonic Order, welcome to the Tributary States family. Polish war is definitely gonna be more tough than these two. But I do want to make them my tributary state, which is gonna cost probably maximum, so 80%. And since I've been building spy network on them, we've got a bit of nice siege ability. Let's see how land battles is gonna look like. I'm just using an independent company. Oh yeah. That's a massacre. That's what we like to see. Child in the Reach. 266 is still not perfect. And it gives me national unrest for 5 years. I'm just gonna focus admin. And obviously the Yellow River is flooding. He's not helping with our mandate. It was increasing already, but I got devastation from that event. I just hate that game for doing that to me. And then I come inside. Leave me alone! And then my undressed advisor also died. This game really wants us to deal with a lot of rebels. Funny enough, personal information started in my subject's land. But it doesn't matter because we don't need to revoke privilege or anything. We just need to become HRE Emperor. Let's see. We just need a good diplomatic reputation and good relations. Anyway, here goes the peace deal. Let's make them our goddamn tributary state. Which is plenty of AE, but as told you, nations that you don't see don't get AE from your actions. So it doesn't really matter. And do they keep the PU? They do keep PU even if they are tributary state. How many power points are they gonna give us? 9 admin mana a year. Anyway, it's time to buy maps. I'm gonna buy these maps from the Teutonic Order. Oh, I can't. Let's do it from Zlewikk. Give me a map of North Germany, please. Now we see the HRE. I'm not eligible to be voted because our capital is not in Europe. Duh! Let us move capital to Kovno. Which I will have to restate unless you want to do Moscow. Let's do Moscow. Let's take a look now. Yeah, China War event. Gang of 8. Okay, yeah. Stop now. So let's see Brandenburg as an example. Why they don't vote on us? Simply because we are not a member of HRE. That's the main reason. But if we work on our diplomatic reputation, legitimacy, which we don't have, is meritocracy counted as a legitimacy? Let's take a look. So we've got 27 reasons for legitimacy. Let's do this. It's still 27. Okay, so we just get it as a stable one. Yep, let's start improving relations with all of the electors. Now Bohemia has 1, 2, 3 votes. Austria has 4 votes. So I have to be... Probably if I do 3, with neither of them having 3, we can become an HRE emperor. The ruler of Bohemia is 32 years old though. Since my capital is in Europe, I can have a Byzantine refugees event, which gives me tech cost. Anyway, I can start the Gold Era, which allows me to start catching up in the technologies. I'm about to annex Mongolia, so let me take Boyar's integration policy to not lose diplomatic reputation when it finishes. Because otherwise, that would make it problematic to become an HRE emperor. And there we go. The borders are obviously getting even better. Now there is a mission the Truang Han, which is a Karakorum modifier. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, there's no chance I'm gonna get this. No chance. I just noticed that HRE, they have 4 reforms done already. Tier 3 guarantee reform is obviously a bonus to the monarch points for the tributaries. Which is just a tiny bit more, having in mind I don't have a big quantity of them. Anyway, let's keep cleaning borders, this time with the war against Muscovy. Simply fixing the borders in the peace deal against Muscovy. So once we start colonizing Siberia, it's gonna be really beautiful. Monetary reforms, for the cause of stability, gives me inflation and mandate. Especially mandate is useful because remember a lot of negative modifiers you're getting for low mandate. Boosting stability is expensive. So I'm gonna boost it once I core these provinces. And of course another stability. Closer of China is actually a good modifier for us. Tech cost and idea cost until the end of the game. Just boost it back to 1. Another bonus that is gonna be of huge use is diplomatic reputation from the Holy See. It's time. Let's take Tech 10, which allows you to unlock third idea group. And here I'm gonna go for more diplomatic reputation, so we can afford to go for influence ideas. And we can go ahead and form the Russian nation. But before I do that, let me think about the ideas, because I'm actually liking the Oirat ideas for a set of CAF compatibility, cooperation cost, there's CAF cost, there's yearly meritocracy. Now, you know what guys, I played the Russian campaign already. Let me just form Russia, but keep the Oirat ideas. Now, we've lost, actually the meritocracy is no longer a problem, because we've lost the Celestial Empire. I can actually go ahead and repick it. Okay, let's keep the Celestial Empire as the government form. And let's take a look. Do we have the achievement listed here? Flipper the Rome. Yes, we now just have to be elected the Holy Roman Emperor, and it's in works. Obviously, by forming Russia, I'm changing my mission tree from Oirat 1 to Russian 1. So we can go and take this, which allows us to get perma claims or a bonus until the end of the game for cooperation cost. We go for the cooperation cost until the end of the game. Some power projection with progress growth, manpower, missionary strength for sure, some admin mana, prestige and a cheaper advisor, which I'm gonna pick right away. Funded Saturn is also mostly autonomy change. Here we've got some manpower record speed. Strategy bonuses, but will let me just take middle points instead. She's loyalty equilibrium. All this depends on our advisor for 25 years. Additional mission is good. Guarantee from progress. Okay, I think I've clicked everything that I could. Let me keep doing this. My missionary strength is increasing. I have 3 missionaries now as well. Can take this technology to be up to date. Now, guys, we can go ahead. Oh! I can't! Because... Right? This is only available for the Garand form, and I don't even have the Russian Empire Garand form to be chosen. I guess it's fine. Anyway, we've got 2 votes, but if I make Palatinate vote for us, I'm gonna have 4 votes, which means I will be the next Holy Roman Emperor. In the meantime, I have to clear these borders, guys. You guys would hate me if I didn't do so. Let me attack Uzbek. Conquest of the Uzbek provinces. I've got yet another mission beyond the Urals, which is converting a bunch of provinces and gives me a God tier general. Honestly, guys, I'm going AFK now. I've got that other game to play. What I will be doing now is improving relations with electors and waiting for Emperor to die, so we become a Holy Roman Emperor and get the achievement. Besides, not bad borders. We also have Jiangsu, Poland, Great Ord and Crimea as our tributary states. I'm better of a trick that you just attack the current Holy Roman Emperor, you make them your tributary, and then they're no longer eligible to be a Holy Roman Emperor, but I would just wait to get it naturally. On the side of my automatic missionaries already converted a big chunk of China. There we go, guys. I just became the Holy Roman Emperor, which means I can also join the HRE, thanks to what I will like get Imperial Authority for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th reform. Yes, and now it's also much easier for us to get voted because we are part of the HRE. But yeah, in general, as told you, I have another game that I'm grinding right now. Maybe I'll pause it next week, you'll be surprised what I'm playing. But for today, thank you so much for watching this very specific achievement run. If you did enjoy it, let me know by liking this video. And obviously subscribe to the channel to get notified about my next content. Bye!